so slick. He's always trying to get an upper hand and always trying to be an advantage.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is the corridor.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the scene. It's like season 1.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah. Wow, very cool.
Anyways, the fort.
Sorry.
The fort was guarded by 10 large cannons. We have a legend that goes. The largest one was called the Lizard. Let's say the Austrian army, when they were disarming these fortresses, they wanted to take this huge lizard cannon with them. Somebody actually sabotaged it and snatched the ropes, and this cannon allegedly fell into the depths of the sea in front of the fortress. Nobody ever recovered it again. I just hope it's in someone's private collection.
What is this building called again? I'm sorry.
Sorry, Lovrianac. Lovrianac, that will be the fort of St.
The
Lawrence.
Fort of San Lawrence.
Yeah, Lovrianac.
Wow.
Anyways, we can say it was actually the symbol of resistance to Serenissima, which was Venice. We were like direct opponents in maritime trade for the Venice people.
Right, it's right across the water.
Yeah.
Well, being further south, being better situated for certain potential trade.
Anyways, if you want to go and maybe climb just a little bit higher, you can see the actual scene took place right up there.
Off where this shop.
Yeah, it's the actual spot. Yeah, right here. Good. Anyways.
That's where Cersei was?
Yeah, that's the day that
She was up
young
top
king
there.
had his tournament, and it was his name day, actually. So it's the actual fortress. The upper part, the turrets, and this quadrilateral structure, it was actually added, CGI'd as such, and again, part of the Red Keep up there.
Wow.
Yeah, and these actual rings were slightly CGI'd.
Sorry.
You're good. It's like a free tour.
Very cool.
Anyways, my friend, she was actually a stand-in, my colleague, and she was with the crew all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and they were. She was actually. She said that this King Joffrey guy is actually a very nice guy. Nobody can believe it.
Joffrey was a nice guy.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
In real life, we saw him.
Not the, yeah.
He was
Not the fictional.
something very different.
Yeah, she said she liked Sir Jamie a lot. because
Jack
the dude-
Gleason or something along those lines?
Just be careful, guys.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, be careful. First of all, it's banned, and second of all,
Oh, is it?
we did have some cases of people falling, dying. Anyways, just be careful.
We don't want anybody dying here, guys. Say
Yeah,
what's up.
please,
You're on
please,
YouTube.
We got him.
Thank you. On
Thank you
YouTube,
for
please,
that noise.
please be careful. Anyways, you heard the story. Yeah, be careful, guys.
Yeah, you do.
Don't do it, guys.
No, please, obviously.
That's it.
Anyways, maybe I can show you part where this wall, maybe from the upper side, because at the day of the tournament, they were tossing the guy from right this upper wall.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was falling right here on the wooden card boxes.
They had it set up TFM to fall.
Yeah. And actually, they were filming with 2 or 3 cameras at the same time, so they would pick the best angle or the best scene. And they had actually had
from
to toss
there.
the guy for 30 times.
Oh,
Really?
that
Get
guy's a
to see him.
trooper.
Yeah. This
like-
guy's a trooper.
Take 29.
And even those scenes when you see when they burn them, they really burn them in those special suits, so people
Wow.
are burning around.
flame-proof suits.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways, follow me to the upper
Alright.
part. Terrace.
Wow. It's just amazing how they just built all this, you know?
Yeah, it's quite amazing.
It is.
It would be hard even today because what they did actually, they had this strange combination mixture of lava ashes intact with seawater.
Wow.
Creates this very firm mass that really connective material that was implemented in most of the structures.
Wow.
Anyways, guys, welcome to King's Landing. And
It's King's Landing, guys.
yep. Actually, the scene was taken from the round fortress of Mincheta, but let's say we can say that picture is quite genuine. Only 2 things CGI'd here is the Sept of Baelor and the Red Keep, again, having nothing to do with the actual location.
So they had it on there, even though this is where they filmed the Red Keep.
Yeah. You will be seeing the Red Keep along the way on a lot of different weird places that actually don't belong. But
Hey,
as you can see, it's
they
quite
gotta get their shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, this is another one with Shay looking upon the city, and you can see the actual round things, only different color this
Yeah,
time.
they just colored them.
Yeah. So they
Wow.
were slightly colored CGI things here, and part of the wall was actually, it's not there actually, and this upper part here. But
Wow.
let's say, just in comparison, this is the actual
City
perspective
of
from the
now.
drone, yeah. And when you take a look at it, and when you look at it from the air, sometimes it does it reminds me sometimes in that introduction scene when they're starting the series, when you're looking at the King's Landing from
Yeah.
up above, does have some resemblance. And this is the actual picture of the city in
Wow.
comparison to the first one. We have this, maybe the most beautiful court in the world, man.
Where's that basketball court?
Yeah, it's right there underneath the round fortress. You see
Wow.
the part of the fence is over there.
That's a
and you have
cool
this
spot for
amazing
it.
view. Yeah, look at the view, man. And did you know that they actually induced this court into FIFA Street game on
Oh, okay,
PlayStation?
okay. I
So
think
you
I-
gotta
I
check
think I
it.
remember that.
Yeah,
Wow.
you gotta check that stuff.
Wow, and there's the island, there's the real thing, and there's the
Anyways, yeah.
picture. Wow. Very cool.
Okay, and one more picture just in comparison. So that's the actual King's Landing with the Scepter Baylor,
Wow.
the Red Keep, more or less the city itself.
There it is.
It is.
It's King's Landing, man.
So while we're here, and now you can compare the actual footage from the round fortress of Bokar. Some angle from over there was recorded, and then part of the
Oh, so they're
walls.
standing in there.
I'm not quite sure. Yeah, they're standing in the round fortress,
Yeah.
but the
Wow.
yeah, probably the shot was taken just a little bit further away from them. Yeah.
See that, guys?
And anyways, you see the rock is genuine. Just the upper part on top of the walls is actually CGI'd as the Red Keep.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, good, cool stuff. So, while we're here, also what I would like to mention, the round fortress of Mincheta. It's actually one of the first example of round fortresses in Europe. It was made in a turning point when they actually revolutionized this type of structures, because they realized the cannonballs actually deflect on round objects much more than they would in flat
Something
surfaces
flat,
like
yeah, it's absorbed,
quadrilateral.
yes.
It's absorbed much better as such. So let's say it was built upon the land of some patrician family, and actually the name derived from it. The family was Mencetic, the fortress was called Mincheta. It's also the highest point of the city walls. From up there also was the place where Daenerys was searching for her dragons. So it was used as the house of the undying.
Back there.
Yeah, that round,
Wow.
yes, circle fortress, yeah. So that's the scene. This is one more from the upper part. Maybe the spikes. I don't believe the spikes are up there anyways. Maybe they are. Anyways, the fortress is built in 3 levels. What they found on the latest excavation, they found some very, in the bottom level, they found this very ancient foundry for founding spears and swords and etc.
Wow.
Yeah, shields. The other one was in the Revelin on the eastern side, where they actually had foundry for cannons. And our most famous founder, Ivan of Rab. One more picture from the actual tower of Bokar towards us. So our position would be somewhere here. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We're in King's Landing, guys.
Yep.
The Red Keep.
Good. Anyways,
Very cool.
before we move on, one more reference and to this beautiful small bay of Pillar. So this would be the Blackwater Bay, guys.
Oh, this right
Yeah,
here?
yeah, this little tiny
Blackwater Bay.
Yeah, tiny little bay. And can you imagine
Oh my God.
fitting that battle inside that little bay? I don't think it's possible. Anyways, yeah.
So they really
Impossible.
use explosions and everything to do that? Oh, that's CGI there.
Absolutely.
the explosions.
The battle took place in studio in Ireland, and they actually CGI'd it inside, because when you
So they
take a
shot
look,
this shot and then they added everything.
they
like
had
that.
everything else inside,
Wow.
because you wouldn't fit a half a ship inside that.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's crazy.
Wow. So I guess they know
Because
exactly.
you had scenes like when they had to actually flew Sir Jamie all the way from Ireland to
Yeah.
be 15 minutes on a boat upon his returning to King's Landing when he lost his hand. Don't you
Makes
think
sense.
it would be a complete waste of money and time just to flew the guy for 15 minutes? So they recorded him in studio in Ireland and then CGI'd on the boat in the bay. Simple as that.
Wow.
They do magic.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, this is one more scene with the boat in the bay sending Marcella.
So yeah.
He's trying to send her away.
Yeah. Yeah, she returned, but a little bit different.
Didn't work out.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the actual wall they were tossing this guy from. As I said,
30 times.
Yeah, he had to fell 30 times.
That is unbelievable.
Jeez, this is the wall.
There's one more shot from the seaside, shooting on this very ancient replica of Karaka boat, ship, and going towards the city of Dubrovnik. And if you take a closer look, only this part here is the city of Dubrovnik, and there is the Sept of Valor. And this one is again CGI somewhere completely.
Okay, and then that
where it
was
doesn't
here.
belong. Yeah. That would have been there.
So that's,
And
they
while we're
CGI the whole
here,
sept right out
Before we
there.
continue, I would like to point out this beautiful island of Lokrum. I almost forgot about it. What's so cool about it? So the island actually dates back to 11th century. It was given away to the Benedictines, so they made their monastery over there. They start monks, yeah. They start cultivating all sorts of different plants and fruits, citruses, etc. We have a legend. They also cursed the island because at one point the government actually sold the island to some patrician or some rulers of Austro-Hungarian monarchy. Thus, the monks were expelled from the island. They cursed the island by spilling the wax on the outside perimeter of the rocks and going 3 times around the island. Thus saying, whoever acquires the island for his personal use won't end up very well. The next owner got shot in Mexico, I believe. The next one got shot in Sarajevo. That was the beginning of the First World War. Yeah, so few owners didn't end up
curse.
very well. It's a curse. Today we're waiting for our government for some guys to start falling off. Still not happening.
Okay, how much?
Anyway,
I'm gonna break this curse. How
yeah.
much?
So the island, the actual island, is a home of hundreds of species of birds, which the famous one is actually peacock. And the
Yes.
island was used to film the greatest city that ever was, and the greatest city that will ever be, the city of Karth.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Karth?
yeah, that's Karth. Why they used Lokrum? Because its vegetation does resemblance half tropical and subtropical vegetation. Because we had this rule back in the days in the Republic that all people that were sailing around were obligated upon returning from their distant voyages. They had to bring some plant from some part of the world.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one. But what they were doing, they were trying to simulate and cultivate it in our climate, which they've succeeded. We actually succeeded in actually breeding some of the agavas and some of the plants that actually grow in subtropical and tropical areas. One more, it's when Daenerys came and the 13 actually received her. When this guy was reappearing.
Yeah, the spooky dude.
Spooky dude.
Now,
Anyways,
in the wintertime, can the vegetation still survive?
yeah. Because our winters are basically mild
Mild?
and rainy, and
Oh, okay.
it's
so
not
it's
so
perfect,
harsh. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
Sure. So does Korth.
Yep. Well, it said it inside where the throne was and everything. It was saying where everything was,
And this actual passage we're doing right now
yeah.
was also used. So the actual area was used when little Lord Tyrion was actually discussing wages.
With
right here.
Bronn, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And what they think of? Do you have any information on what they thought of the city and what they thought of the
You mean the
island?
guys, the crew?
the characters, yeah,
I
the cast.
believe they liked it. Yeah,
I'm
because,
assuming, yeah, but-
they liked it. At least they said so. You could have seen on their faces they were enjoying. They were recharging batteries at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they tipped well in the restaurants.
Of course.
Shoot cannons.
Anyways, one more gem scene right here. They were reconstructing the keep.
Wow.
Oh, that's very
Yeah. Of course, again, the upper part
Wow.
actually had to be added to give it more realistic. Anyways, guys, just across. It's hard to imagine, but it is a beautiful park of Gradec, and the place was used to film the Purple Wedding.
Purple Wedding.
For most of the guys that were really loving this young King Joffrey.
Oh, perfect wedding.
Yeah. Anyways, during the summer days, even this heritage and all those places and different spots become stages for some classical concerts, some drama plays. This actual fortress was used, let's say, to host Shakespeare Hamlet.
Really?
Right here, yeah. And the actual stage over there was induced to have our Croatian National Theatre ballet show of Swans Lake actually a few days ago. Yeah, they were dancing ballet over there. And this park does have this beautiful promenade. We don't have to walk all the way over there,
that's okay.
but let's say, so it's hard to imagine because the setup was completely different and
Yeah.
it was all richly decorated at the time. But let's say these are some of the pictures. Just a sec.
So Red Wedding was filmed.
The purple wedding.
The purple wedding,
poisoning
right
wedding.
in that park over there.
Yeah, where
And-
Joffrey was
yeah, poison.
taken out.
And that's the actual scene when he got poisoned.
Yeah.
They have a lot of colorful weddings in the show.
And just to pull the parallel, because as I was referring to, the Dubrovnik Republic never had means to have a large army. We were quite hefty with the poisons because we had to use other means to deal with our enemies.
That is powerful.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
powerful because we even had a healthcare system as early as 14th century.
Wow.
Yep.
So it's
And one
very
of the oldest.
stealthy.
We
They-
do. Yeah.
inside out. It's hard to
Actually,
find
yeah.
out who did
Actually,
it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Something like you guys today, but we did not have that military force you do. Anyways.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
the healthcare system.
Yeah, but that was back in the days. Today in Croatia, healthcare system it is free, but just make sure you don't get sick.
Oh boy.
That's the thing. Anyways, one more when they
That's
actually try to save their loving baby.
okay. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can climb up on this one or through there. Yeah. Actually, you can't see much now.
With all the
Just
staging
imagine
there and
that-
everything.
Without that stage and the fountain was
Wow.
on it. Yeah, across the park across. Over there.
Oh, okay. That.
So the stage was off, and there is a natural fountain over there, and promenade going all the way to the park.
Wow.
Anyways, the last one.
Okay. See that? I think we can. That's
Good,
like
good.
the wow. Very cool.
Good. Anyways, before we continue, guys, you can actually go and visit the upper terrace if you want. Take some picture, do some recreation scenes.
All right, yeah.
After you're done, when you're ready, I'll be waiting in the lobby, so we can meet down there. I'll wait for you. And you do have in the main lobby, you do have a toilet if you want to use. So feel free when you're done.
Ah.
Okay.
I'll be
All right,
down
cool.
there
Thanks a
waiting
lot,
for you
Bruno.
whenever
Thank
you're
you.
ready.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys, what'd you think about that? It's pretty cool.
Where does that go?
A lot of info. Let's go up to the top and see what we got. So I'm gonna cut it from here.